Today, I'm going to show you the laziest way to start dropshipping this year without buying any ads, without making any videos, and you don't even need a website. Now, this process though is very specific and very unique. So if you want this to work, you do need to make sure that you follow along with what I'm going to show you today and pay attention to every single step. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Now, a dropshipping store is only as good as the products that you're actually selling. And luckily, we have a very lazy way to find winning products every single day using this software called Zeek Analytics. And what this does is it actually shows you winning dropshipping products. So right here, I've logged in, and on the dashboard, I don't have to do any work, and it's showing me products that I should be selling. So for instance, we have this gas mask right here that is sold 14 times in the past 7 days, 26 times in total for an $11 profit. Now, if I sell this about once a day for an entire month, which is how often this is selling, you can see how that can quickly add up, especially when you're selling this product, plus this one, which has a $10 profit, plus this one, which has about an $8 profit. You add a lot of these products into your store, and the profit can quickly add up on a cumulative basis. So I love that I can just see this right here, and I can go ahead and source gas masks from my supplier and all these other products as well. So that's what I've done. I've come over here to Amazon and I've searched for gas mask. And what I'm looking for here are ones that look somewhat similar to the one that I saw on Zeek Analytics, but it doesn't have to be exactly the same. And I want the cheapest one possible that still has good reviews. So we see one right here that's selling for $12.24. That's really cheap compared to the other ones. There's some that are $18, $13 here. We have $19 here, but $12 I think is gonna end up being the cheapest one that we find, and it still has decent reviews. So this is one that I would list into my own store, and I know that it's gonna do well because we see that these are doing well. And I'm going to be very competitive on the price because this is selling for $48 and I can source this for $12 on Amazon. So in fact, this $11 profit will actually go much higher than that because I'll be able to make even more profit because my item is so much cheaper. So that's the first item. I'm going to look for some other ones because we don't just want to list one product. We want to have lots of these winning products so that that profit can really add up. So let's take a look at another tool over here. On the left here, we have this section that shows us trending categories of items. So we see that things like heated blankets are very popular right now. We have clear masking or packing tape is really popular right now. And also kitchen storage organization. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on kitchen storage organization, and that's going to scan through that category and tell me specifically what type of kitchen organization products are the most popular right now. And I can see that by scrolling down right here. So we see that the top 3 out of 4 right here are these shelving units. So these we can see are doing exceptionally well. They have sold hundreds of times, sometimes thousands of times in the case of these two. So definitely these shelves are products that I definitely want to be listing into my own store. So I've come back over here to Amazon again. I'm going to go through the same process. I'm going to look for something similar, but that's as cheap as possible, still with good reviews. So right away, this one jumps out at me. It's $39 and it still has over 4,000 positive reviews. And it looks just like the one that I saw on Zeek Analytics. But let's see if we can find something maybe just a little bit cheaper. This is not the same product at all, so it looks a lot different. This one's $34.99, so I think that's just a little bit cheaper, right? And still has good reviews. And I think that is probably the cheapest we are going to get. So that's the one that I would list into my own store as well, because again, we know that does well because we saw that information on Zeek. Now, before we move on, I want to show you one more example because again, product research is so important. And the tool I'm about to show you is really cool. So check this out. There's another section here on Zeek Analytics called Trending Dropshippers. So this is actually able to identify for you other people that are dropshipping, and you can actually look at all of their winning products and actually just copy all of them. So right here, for instance, we see a seller that's doing $56,000 a month in sales with dropshipping. This one's doing $20,000. This one's doing $13,000 a month in sales. So let's go ahead and scan just one of these sellers. So if I click right here, that will scan through the seller's listings and we can see which ones of their products are doing the best. So for instance, we see that this glass, I'm not even sure what this is. Over the past 7 days, this has sold 16 times. Over the past 14 days, it has sold 20 times. And over the past 30 days, it has sold 20 times. So this product is continuing to sell over and over and over again. And I can then go on Amazon and find the same thing, hopefully for less money than this person is sourcing it from. So I can really grab some of those sales. And you can just go through every single product that this person is selling and do the exact same thing where you look for something similar on Amazon that you can sell in your own store. Now that we have some products to sell, the question becomes, where are we going to sell them? And as I said in the beginning, we're trying to be as lazy as possible. We're not even setting up our own website. Instead, we are going to sell, of all places, on eBay.com. Now, a lot of people think that selling on eBay is dead and it doesn't work anymore, but that's not true. There are a ton of buyers on eBay every single day. And what's more important is that eBay is a marketplace, which means that people come over here to eBay to look for items to buy. They already know about the website. They're already here looking to spend money. So why not go where the customers already are? Why try to make your own website and try to drive traffic to that website when there's already a traffic source available to you right here on eBay.com? So what we're going to do is dropship on eBay. So if you're not familiar with how that works exactly, let me show you an example here. So this is a seller here on eBay, and they're selling this table right here. It's one of these plastic folding tables. And you can see it's selling for $77.89, and this is sold 94 times. Now, if I were to buy this product from this eBay seller, all they're going to do is then purchase the exact same product for less money from Walmart.com and have it shipped directly to me. That is how eBay dropshipping works. And you see how lazy this is. All we're doing is finding these items. We are then listing them for sale on eBay by copying everything from Walmart or on Amazon, pasting it into eBay, and then when it sells, we don't even have the product. We don't even have a warehouse. We're just gonna buy it from Walmart, and Walmart's going to ship it directly to our customer. And in fact, I'm going to show you in a few minutes how you can make this even lazier. But let me first get you set up with eBay because you definitely need an eBay account if you want to do this. So if you don't have an eBay account already, head on over to ebay.com and click on the top left where it says register. You'll be able to then register for an account. If you have the choice, I would go with a business account because going with a business account tends to give you higher limits on your eBay account. Every account on eBay has what's called a selling limit. It's a number of items that you're allowed to list and sell every single month. In fact, if you already have an eBay account, use the one you already have because older accounts, the more they're around, the higher the limits are going to be. Now, this isn't a huge concern because increasingly eBay is giving new sellers higher and higher limits, but it is something you want to be aware of and take advantage of any sort of benefit that you can get if you already have an older eBay account. So go ahead and get signed up, and then we can actually start to automate your business. Now, like I mentioned before, when you're starting to do this, you're going to be taking the product listing from like Walmart in the example I gave you and copying and pasting it over to eBay. But that's a lot of work for every single listing that you want to create. And again, we're trying to be lazy here. So there's actually an automated way to do that. And that's by using this software right here called AutoDS. Now, I've already mentioned 2 different software to you, and I don't want you to have to keep track of everything I'm throwing at you in this video. So what I've done is I put together a cheat sheet for you that goes over all of the software that I recommend for dropshipping, especially if you want to do it as automated and as lazy as possible. So if you want that cheat sheet for free, make sure to grab it at the first link in the description down below. That cheat sheet will have links to all of the software I mentioned in this video, plus other software that you can check out. And if you use those links, you'll be able to get free or $1 trials. So definitely make sure to grab it at the first link in the description down below. But for now, let me show you how powerful this software is, especially if you are a lazy dropshipper. So I've already created an account here with AutoDS. And once I got it set up and linked up with my eBay account, you can see just how much this saves you in terms of time and energy. So we found before this item right here that I want to list in my eBay store. To list it, this is all I have to do. Watch how simple this is. I'm just going to go ahead and copy down the URL for this product. I'll then come over here to AutoDS, click on this plus. I will then go ahead and paste in the URL, and I'll click on this orange button. And now what this is going to do is it's going to grab all of that information from Amazon for me, like the photo, the title, the description, the price. It's going to pull all of it in for me right here, and then I can go ahead and edit it however I want before it actually gets listed. So for instance, we can see the title is right here. And this is something I would definitely change up. I would go ahead and optimize this because the title right here is optimized for Amazon. We need to optimize it for eBay. You can see right here it's too long, so that's one thing I'll do is I'll shorten it, but also fill it with good keywords. It automatically adds tags, so I don't have to worry about that. It automatically uses the right policies on eBay. And down here, it automatically turns on monitoring. What that means is that we have stock monitoring, which means that if this item goes out of stock on Amazon, it will automatically go out of stock in my eBay store. We also have price monitoring. So if the item's price changes on Amazon, it will automatically change in my eBay store as well. And we even have auto ordering. So once someone buys this item from me, AutoDS will automatically buy it from Amazon for me and have it shipped directly to my customer, really making this the laziest way to dropship I have ever found. But we don't actually have it listed yet, so let's move on. You can see right here we have the description it pulls in. If there's different variations, which there are, like different colors, we can see all of them here. And we have all the images, so it really does all of it. The last thing it does is it will take the price on Amazon, and based on my settings in AutoDS, it will increase the price, enough to cover all the eBay fees, and so I actually make a profit. So you see, it's doing all the work for you. Once you find the item, you just plug it into AutoDS, and AutoDS does the rest of it for you. Now, if I want to list this, all I have to do is click Save and Import, and that item will be live in my eBay store. I can then go over to my next item, grab that URL, and list that one with AutoDS as well. So there you go. That's the laziest way I have ever found to dropship this year. If you want more help with getting started with dropshipping, make sure to download that free cheat sheet I mentioned before. It's the first link in the description down below. And do make sure you get that because you'll be able to try out AutoDS and Zeek for like $1 to get started. So definitely check it out at the first link in the description down below. Thanks for watching the video and see you next time.